We have the chef of a new restaurant called Ray in North Portland. She is Jen Lewis, also the author of a book called The World of Greens that's been featured in the New York Times. Sounds very healthy, Jen. You're going to help us make a hot sauce this morning?
I am. This book is a really fun book. It was in the New York Times today.
Congratulations by that.
Thank you.
That's big.
And it's about how to use greens in all sorts of food, because we're one of the only cultures that only eats like salad or a side of braised greens, but other cultures eat them everywhere.
So you put them in hot sauce?
Well, check this out. So Ray, my new restaurant, is an Israeli restaurant. And
all of Israel.
All of Israel. It's not just Jewish Israeli, exactly. And so it's all the cultures that live in the borders of Israel, which is a huge and rich food community. It's amazing, really flavorful.
Now, what kind of greens do we have there?
These are cilantro. And I do believe that herbs are green, right? They're small, packed with flavor little leaves, but they're the same as something like romaine, right? Mm-hmm. So Skoog, which is the hot sauce that we're gonna make today.
Skoog, can you spell that?
S-K-H-U-G, say it.
Skoog.
Skoog. Skoog. Okay,
it's
so
hard to say, but it's going to taste great. I can tell already.
Exactly, and every culture has different hot sauces, and Americans love hot sauce. So this one is made with cilantro, but one day I was making some at home, and I didn't have enough cilantro, so I put some romaine in it, and it was pretty cool. And so in this book, I put this recipe. So it is cilantro and romaine. Okay. So there's two different kinds of greens in there. It gets a little bit of salt, because salt makes everything taste better. This is ground cumin and coriander after it's been toasted.
Nice flavor.
Yeah, and I'm using this in a food processor. I've had this one for about 25 years.
Wow. That's me,
right?
It just keeps on ticking.
Yep. The hot sauce. This is a gigantic jalapeno. But jalapeno goes in.
That's a lot of hot you just put in.
It's a ton of hot. It's usually two, but that one's so big, I feel like it's probably about equal.
And that was garlic?
Yeah, big clove of garlic or two smallers.
Super healthy for you.
Yep. And then some lemon juice, because you've got to brighten some of that up,
yeah.
right? Okay.
And cool some stuff down, probably.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. And we're gonna talk about that in 1 second. That's very true. So this all gets processed, and that's gonna be so noisy. I'm not gonna do that today. So what I like to do is serve this on labneh. Labneh is a strained yogurt, and when you go out in Israel, instead of going to coffee, you go out for hummus, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm totally into that.
And the verb, it's awesome. And the verb when you go out isn't do you want to go drink some coffee? It's do you want to wipe hummus? And the reason for that is because you eat it with your pita and you wipe it with your hand, right?
Oh, okay.
And it's a very cool way to eat food. So here's the labneh, right?
Oh, this is working for me on 8 million levels right now.
Right.
I love this.
Okay, so we serve this at Ray with fresh flatbread that comes out of the oven as we cook it all night long. So the flatbread, or it's Passover, so we're gonna have some homemade matzah at Ray, but we can top. We have this wonderful olives that we marinate. So we can top our labneh with olives and then a little bit of skoog, and this is what it looks like when it's made, right? And then I always take a nice light olive oil over the top to finish it.
What a wonderful presentation.
It's cool. And so you've got these hot, you've got cool, just like you said, right? And that's what it is.
Hey, Steph, you want to wipe hummus?
Yes, I would like to wipe
Do you want some?
I'll do the traditional. Just
excellent.
So here we go.
Yep.
And let me tell folks again, Jen Lewis from Ray used to be Lincoln, your restaurant, and now you've switched up gears and you've started with Ray.
Yeah.
Israeli cooking from all over, all kinds.
Did you get the hot stuff?
It is so delicious.
Oh, I thought you was going to say it is so hot.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Jen, thank you
brilliant.
so much. Yeah, really great stuff and healthy. I'm going to try an olive here.
You will love it.
Can I wipe that in some hummus?
Absolutely.